lose 3 here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Reese. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. From the gun, Robinson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
It took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
his running back. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down. Robinson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
3-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Reese. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
At the 9-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Robinson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
Second and 11. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. From the gun, Robinson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's the option. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback. 34 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll run on first down. Rees. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Going up top. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Robinson now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. That's out to the left flat and complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. A quick toss outright, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Operating from the gun, Robinson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Robinson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 30.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Down at the 37-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Hey, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. That's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike, check. 59. Here we go, D. All day. Riggs. All day. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No game.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And a Colts first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Check. Watch 54. Check tight.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And now the Colts calling on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Robinson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And that's good.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
At the 42-yard
To throw is Robinson. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Robinson.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Robinson. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Robinson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
The 1-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Chase McLaughlin set.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Hey, one set. Check.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Wide receiver.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Rolling him to his right. He may try and run for... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Off the play fake. Robinson. Throwing left side, it's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Robinson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
36 on the carry.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.